From this video, I hope to explain and show you how I complete the question set 27 of database management system. So for first question, they say what is the number of students studying in class 11A. For this task, we are using Heidi SQL. To find the number of students, we are using the function count to the index number column from the student. And we have inner joined the student table with the class table using the relationship between the class ID column of student and the class ID column of the class table. And finally, we have provided the condition that we need the count of the students of the class 11A. And so after executing this, we get the count as 4. So for the second question, they say find the number of students who scored between 40 and 90 marks in all subjects in the first term examination. They have specifically said that they need the number of data records. So to find the number of students, specifically number of data records, we have used the count function to the student index number, the student exam mark record table, and we have inner joined it with the exam term using the relationship between the table columns, and finally provided the condition as the term name should be first term. And specifically we have used the keywords between because they have said to find the marks between 40 and 90. So by executing this, we get the number of records as 90. So for the third question, what is the number of students appearing in the class subject of science in the second term examination out of the students studying in all classes in grade level? So this is a rather complex query. So they had said to find the number of students appearing in the subject of science out of the students studying in class in grade level. So we had said here in the first subquery, we have given the case when keyword to take the student index number when the subject name is science and set the name as science student and also find the count of the index number. But this time we are using another keyword called distinct. By using the distinct, we are not getting the number of records but the unique index number. So if there are many records on one index number, they are only considering it as one record or one instance only they are counting. And we are taking it as the all students. We are using as to set it a name. From student exam mark record table, we are also inner joining it with student subject exam term tables using the relationship among their table columns and finally giving the term name condition as second term. So when getting the output, we can see that the all the students are also studying the science. So to see that the code has been actually worked, I will make a slight change in the data to reduce the number of science students so we can see that the code actually worked or we can see that the query actually worked. So I changed the subject ID of the science into mathematics and we can see the query actually worked and the number of students who are doing science has reduced to 7. And for fourth question, they say find the following details of 11A class students who scored more than 60 marks in mathematics in the second term examination. And the details they are saying to search is the admission number, first name, last name, mark, and the date of examination. So for the fourth question, they said to find the following details. So we have said to find the index number, first name, last name, marks, and the date of exam or exam date from the student exam mark record by inner joining student, class, subject, exam term tables using the relationships between the table columns, and finally providing our conditions as the class name should be 11A, subject name should be mathematics, term name should be second term, and the marks should be greater than 60. So we get these three records as the end results with the following index number, first name, last name, mark, and exam date. So for final question, they say find the number of students in class 11A who scored more than 60 marks in the science subject in the second term examination. It seems my earlier change of the values weren't saved. So for our fifth question, they said to find the number of students. We have given the count function to the student index number of the student exam mark record, and we have inner joined it with the student, class, subject, and exam term tables using the relationships among their columns, and finally provided the conditions as the class name should be 11A, subject name should be science, term name should be second term, and the marks should be greater than 60. And finally executing this, we get that the count of the student index number is 3. And so, from this video, I have shown how to build a query statement for a function that counts rows for a given problem, describes a join query that connects tables, explain to use the between keyword, and several other keywords like the distinct and case when.